Out of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Anthony Hitchens in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Back to the air. Locke on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Margus Hunt able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, he's got a man complete past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down. Here's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. D. Ford in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys. So that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre. I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 65 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd down. To the air again, Luck. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well,
That's caught inside the 20. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Left. Black 58, Royal. Black 58, Royal.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Danico Autry busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 99 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 90